Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So tonight we're gonna watch some more TF2 content. We did put so we're gonna have a lazy purple before this video comes in. I don't know why I'm saying that now. For the YouTube side of things, you're obviously gonna get this one after, but for the people who are watching currently, we're gonna be looking at more hat stereotypes for episode 3, The Soldier. This time we're gonna be looking at more Soundsmith content as well as Man's Guide after we're done looking at this. This is 34 episodes. I might just do the Man's Guide in between them so we can actually get into that, because I know a couple people have been wanting me to react to that, which incredible. I'm glad you guys like it when I react to things. I'm just hoping that maybe later on in the future I can have a lot more people watch a lot of my other react content, and hopefully we get more that evolves into more viewers into my gameplay content as well, because I do like playing games. I like playing games a lot, and when we get to that point we'll see what happens. But for now, let's go ahead and react to the Soldier ones. So let's go ahead.
Hello.
I Hexachu, how are you doing?
Man's Guide is quite funny. You'll enjoy it.
I hope. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll look at some hat stereotypes. We love stereotypes here, chat.
The best movie of 2015 is Jurassic World. Nothing tops that 2-hour masterpiece.
Jurassic World is your favorite one? I haven't watched Jurassic World. I've watched Jurassic Park 1 and 2, and I never got to hit Jurassic World. I'm gonna be 100% with you.
Soldier, the most common main in all of TF2. I mean, that's not really a bad thing. He's fun to play, so it makes sense why a lot of people main him. But that's also
that's kind of crazy.
IT.
I'll watch it at some point. But back to the video. So it's interesting to think, is Soldier, if Soldier is the highest one, I would think that it wasn't Soldier. I thought it was gonna be fucking Scout. I'm gonna be 100% with you. Really?
2015.
Soldier's the one. That's interesting.
Other movies that came out that year.
I don't remember any movies that came out during any year. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I'm actually really bad at remembering things, so that's gonna be fun. After some time, I'm gonna forget that I've even reacted to this. I forgot that there's games that I have played on stream. The only ones I remember are the ones where I was the most cringiest, like Resident Evil 2 remake.
At Danny_the_cursed_1 Star Wars also came out, but Star Wars isn't all that anymore.
Okay, back to the video. I'm getting distracted. Soldier, I didn't think Soldier was the one that was the highest main character. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought it was gonna be Scout, or no, I thought it was gonna be Scout. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I mean, he has a lot of speed and he has a lot of things. I didn't think it was gonna be Soldier.
Soldier is popular due to his rocket jumping mechanic.
That does make a lot of sense.
Manic personality.
I do understand that. I do hella understand.
also given
I also
me
gotta remember
no
personalities
shortage of
also
stereotypes to talk about. So, I'm gonna do this whole disclaimer thing again because I clearly triggered some people last time. So, just because a stereotype exists, it triggered some people last.
Unsubbed this video helped me see how much of a dick you are. You forgot the stereotypes for unusual, pretentious idiots who feel superior when they think they can get away with making videos of hat stereotypes in a feeble attempt to make unusual carriers look less egotistical dickheads. Well, you tried. Also, you only wear professor specs because you couldn't afford gray bands. Yeah, typical unusual carrier attitude. They might as well say you never look as good as me until you waste enough money, scrub. I'm perfectly happy with my professor specs. Enjoy wasting your money. P2P garbage. These guys are fucking terrible. Who the fuck? Don't. If anybody says shit like that, you're insecure as shit, by the way. Because none of the videos that I've seen so far about the stereotypes never led me to think anything like this of him or any of these. These guys are actually fucking insane. They are insane. Okay, there are two things. They're rage baiting,
and so,
or they're actually insecure, tiny dicked motherfuckers. I'm not even gonna lie. Unsubbed. You too, Harlan.
Just because a stereotype exists doesn't mean that everybody fits that stereotype. So, for example, if your hat stereotype is edgy middle schooler, I'm not saying that you're an edgy middle schooler. I'm just saying that everybody kind of thinks you're one. No, but seriously, every stereotype has an exception, so just put on your big boy pants and let's go.
Just got fucking headshotted.
This hat is super old school. And it's definitely a try-hard hat. But I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's exactly what it sounds like. They'll join a server and they'll try their hardest to win. Nothing wrong with that. But one thing you should remember about these guys is that you shouldn't expect very much communication from them.
Okay, and also, by the way, this is probably gonna get some comments on it too, besides the fucking the other comment ones. Tryharding, when you're called a tryhard, you should not get mad at the fact that you're being called a tryhard. Because being a tryhard is not a bad thing.
Back on the series with a sour taste.
It was the main reason why I look back at the series.
Taking the videos seriously for some odd reason, despite the disclaimer.
All right, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that comment in a bit because that's an interesting comment there, and I could see why it would deter somebody from looking at the video. But let's go on ahead and get back to the first comment. So tryharding within itself is a neutral perspective. When somebody calls you tryhard whenever you're doing something, I don't think anybody should jump to assume that they're being insulted in a way. While some people are obviously gonna be like insulted, obviously, so of course it feels like you're being insulted because you're actually trying to win the game, which, you know what, that's how most games should play. If you're playing a game where there is winners and losers, I think you should still try your hardest to win. Some people getting mad at you for, like, if you lost and you get mad, that is a fine response. You don't like losing, obviously. The response normally when you lose should mostly just be that, fuck, I lost. I didn't want to lose so badly, but I guess I'll try my best the next time whenever the time comes, obviously. But for me, I also say slurs, so fuck me. But if somebody calls you a tryhard and you get mad, again, back to the comments, you're a fucking loser. Even if somebody's insulting you with the term tryhard and you get mad at somebody calling you a tryhard, you're a loser. I'm sorry to say. It's not a fucking insult, even if it's used in an insulting way. You're trying hard to win. I'm sorry, that is true. It shouldn't be. If I get called a tryhard, I'm not gonna get mad at that. I'm just gonna be like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm trying, like, I am trying my hardest to fucking play the fucking game, aren't I? It's a fucking word, boys. It's not gonna fucking kill you to be called a tryhard. I'm sorry, I'm still going back to the people that I was talking to on the game previously where I told them tryhard. I'm not a tryhard. I'm just a bitch. You're a tryhard. You fucking sniped me. I couldn't walk out of cover without getting shot once. That is 100% tryhard. And then I go into using ahead and use a character that is known for being used in a tryhard situation. You point it out and then immediately focus me to stop me from winning. That is tryhard behavior. And even then, it's just like, why are you acting as if it's an insult? Isn't that what you just did? If you called me a tryhard, I would have been fine with it. I'd be like, yeah, no shit. But everybody else, for some reason, they're like, no, I'm not a tryhard. No, I was just relaxing. You're a loser. You're a fucking loser, and you deserve to be called a loser. Sorry, them's the rules.
They'll join a server, stomp it.
and back to the one that Danny just said. They stay he, she, they. It was the main reason why Smiles said look back in the series in sour taste, because people kept the videos seriously for some odd reason, despite this disclaimer. People gotta learn to have fun. People gotta learn to take, like, these aren't even criticisms. People gotta learn to take a fucking joke. And I swear to God, I've heard people. I said this is probably gonna fucking kill me too. But they're called jokes, by the way, for a reason. You're not supposed to take them seriously. If the first thing you think is you're gonna be like offended by somebody calling you a quote unquote stereotype for something, which is obviously a joke, and your first thought is that's not a joke because it wasn't funny to me, then you are the most unfunny loser that I've met in my entire life. It doesn't matter if the joke isn't funny to you, it is still a joke, buddy. I don't care what it is, you're a fucking unfunny loser.
And leave without saying a single word, and then you'll never see them again.
I'm passionate.
This is the other side of the proverbial try-hard coin.
Wait, okay, so the first one makes sense. I don't like this one. I like the one before this one. The fucking ace card on the hat kind of like does really well in that one.
About and making silly with the other players mostly to reinforce the idea of not taking the game seriously to the point that you get angry at every inconvenience. However, I will eventually go back to playing the objective because I don't like getting stuck in a stagnant game street.
That is fine. I do get that. I do understand that. Like, to a certain point, you want to chill out, but at the same time, you also got to remember, if you're gonna be playing the fun game, there are time and places for that. And in certain games, I'm just saying, like, obviously in a competitive game, you don't want to do that, but in like games where everybody kind of agrees to be friendly towards each other, then yeah, of course you can do that. It's not a bad thing to do. But whenever you're playing a game and you're kind of going into it and everybody's kind of putting in at least 90%, if not like maybe like a good amount of effort to do it, then at those times and those games, then you're the rude one for trying to make this a more casual than it already is. You know, like, you're playing freebies, that's fine. Obviously, no one's supposed to take freebies seriously, but if you're on a lose streak, like a 50 fucking lose streak, you're not gonna be in happy. You want to at least win once in your fucking life. You want to release the lost stress, you know? But then there's one guy who comes in and kind of like, everybody's doing more than, you know, more that they're actually playing the game. They want to win the game. They want to have fun by playing the game the way that it's meant to be played, you know? And then you have that one guy coming in and they're just like, ha ha ha, I'm just fucking around. It's casuals. What do you mean? Oh, it's just casuals. Hey, why are you taking it so seriously? That guy's the loser. If everybody else is trying to play the game normally and wants to win, and then you got one guy fucking around excusing it as by saying it's casuals, that guy's the loser. Because everybody else is still playing the game that they want to be serious about. You know, they're not, obviously they're fucking immediately taking this as if it's their life and death situation, but they're playing it to have fun, and then you have one guy ruining it for everybody. But if everybody's there not like taking it seriously, like you have fucking crab walkers, dancers, and everything, then yeah, of course you're gonna be the loser if you're the one who's going into the game and being like, yes, oh yeah, you know.
I follow the majority rule that Soundsmith himself came up with, where you follow the state of the server. If it's mostly silly, then I'm silly. But if it's mostly gameplay, yeah, then I'll just play objective.
Yeah, so like if you're getting if you're getting sour in a game where everybody's being silly, then you're the loser. But if you're being silly in a game where everybody is just being mild, where everybody's kind of like actually taking it seriously, then silly is the loser. So it all depends on where you're doing it. It's fine to have games where you lose constantly and you're just trying to relax by not trying to take the game seriously. But at the same time, don't go on ahead and just giving 50% of your energy. Try to get a good balance of the two. You do well going into it, but at the same time, try not to like overly stress yourself about everything. You take a loss gracefully, take a win gracefully, have fun with what you're doing. It's kind of like a clever balance between the two. You know, you'll say a hello to your friend and kind of dance around, and then when you see the enemy, then you go on ahead and do your thing. It's fine. Don't worry. Just make sure you don't play with me or I'm gonna fucking insult you. Because I'm a terrible human being.
They definitely try their hardest to win, but they're also very vocal about it. Oh, what's that? Sniper not pulling his weight on your team? Just rage at him in chat. Medic doesn't have a heal beam on you 24/7? Rage at him in chat. You die because you jumped straight into 2 heavies, a demo, and a soldier who were all buffed by a medic? Well, clearly it's not your fault. It's your medic's fault for not following you in even though he only had 20% Uber. Just rage at him in chat. That's sure to make him heal you more. Jesus Christ.
That's so fucking funny, dude. I'd hate it too.
This guy always uses the Bison. No exceptions. It doesn't matter that it got nerfed. He's still using the Holy Laser Pistol with pride. Man, stay awesome, you legend.
That's fucking funny. There's always that one weapon that everybody uses that's kind of just like the weapon to meme with, and it's always the one that even if it gets nerfed, somebody will always use it. I'm pretty sure there's like this one, like it's that silly little weapon. It's that silly little weapon that's always nice to use. In like I don't even know if I can like name weapons off rip, like constantly. Like in Overwatch, I think the cat's the one that people use the most, even if it's unbalanced, because being a shitty little cat is just fun to do. I like playing the little shitty little cat. He's fun. But like other games like League of Legends, Teemo's the one, the little shitter. Like even at his most nerfed, I think there's still people who are gonna main him no matter what, even how nerfed he is or how buffed he is. Though Teemo's like I used to be a Teemo main for like the longest. I still do use Teemo, but I'm still on Tristana and Poppy, Annie because I like her stun, but the others because I like short stacks.
Meme builds are great.
Oh, meme builds are always great. Meme builds are great. Especially when you're winning, they're even better. They meme builds and a win will cure you of your tilt. No joke. If you meme build and you win the game with the meme build, your tilt will magically go away because that's just how fun the game gets. But that's the only way to, if you meme build and you lose, your tilt will more than likely remain the same.
This is one of the weirdest and most widespread stereotypes that I've ever seen. These guys always use the black box and the Conjurer, aka the I can't stay alive when my medic girlfriend isn't online loadout. They'll always play super safe and they'll never jump at you. It's a real pain in the ass to fight, but it's satisfying as hell to finally smack them down with your shovel.
That's fucking funny, dude.
This guy smokes a lot of weed. Get it?
It's
a pothead joke. Because it's a pot on his head. Anybody?
He's funny, I like him. He's funny,
nobody?
I like him. It's
Okay,
like the
alright, I'll see
cargo.
myself
It's the
out.
cargo, space cargo.
This guy runs the direct hit and thinks he's amazing with it, but really, he's just the reason it's gotten the nickname the direct miss.
What the fuck?
You don't see these guys too often in pubs, and that's because they usually hang out in
Black
jump
box
servers.
heals
They're
on
really, really good at
Seriously?
movement, but their aim and
Passive
deathmatching
healing
isn't always the
when
best.
activated
So
after fully charging it.
Shut the fuck up.
Space cargo. That's not where it's supposed to go.
No, don't make it now. Space cargo. That's not where it's supposed to go. Stop. It's so fucking funny, bro. Why is it so funny to me? I fucking hate that.
Selfish. How much?
Shut the fuck up! Stop! Stop! Chat! Stop! I'm trying not to laugh. Stop! The black box heals on hit. Conjure gives you a passive healing when active at full charge of it. Alright, that makes one sense. Selfish. How much? I hate you guys. Stop. Okay, back to the video.
when you do see them, you're never going to be able to take them down because they'll just jump away and then show up again when you least expect it.
Stout.
You know, I actually thought this was a demo hat for the longest time because of that one demo pan video.
What the fuck?
You really shouldn't take these guys seriously because they're all about having fun. I mean, they're still team players and everything, but it's not all business all the time with them, you know?
People who are really good at rocket jumping scare me.
People who are really good at rocket jumping are fucking crazy ass movements. I was playing a game where you had to learn to rocket jump. It's the hardest fucking thing I've ever tried doing. I probably could do it within time, but man, is it not gonna work. But it is not gonna work until I actually get my fucking shit straight. I'm gonna be honest. It's like being drunk and trying to walk in a straight line. You just have to practice. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, see, you thought this was going to be the edgy hat because it has a bandana, right? Well, no, I got something even better for that joke.
That's cute. I like that one.
But the War Pig still has a stereotype. It's worn by players of all skill levels, but they all tend to overestimate their skill. So a pretty good soldier with the War Pig would probably think that they're just a god at the game, whereas your average pub soldier would just jump into the enemy team thinking they could solo it and get smashed.
I think I would absolutely wear the jumper's Jeep cap. It looks really nice. I like it. And I would also be the type of player who thinks they're really good at the game and then die instantly. Or I could be the player that thinks they're dog shit and actually be good at the game, you know? Either or.
All hail Gay Ben. All hail Gay Ben. All hail Gaben. All hail Gaben. This guy is like soldiers wearing the G-cap, except they're also pretty good at death matching. So you're just gonna get bombed out of nowhere and be dead before you even realize what happened. These guys are scary. Watch out.
They're fucking use that. It's like you're wearing an air artillery. And you're just like fucking launching yourself at somebody, and before you're even able to do anything, you just fucking die instantly, dude. That's the feeling. That's the movement tech for demo night. Oh Jesus. Why does he have a samurai sword? That's fucking funny.
Why, yes, he does have a medic girlfriend. And yes, her Kritzkrieg is permanently attached to his rectum. And yes, she will pop just to kill you.
Embrace the weeb.
I would absolutely embrace the weeb. This is why when I make video games, or when I direct to video games, or I make character designs, or I make characters in general, they always have anime, and the main thing I like adding to them is breasts. Tortured sour,
well, that's gonna about do it for this episode. Now, I realize I didn't do any miscs this time around, and I think it's gonna stay that way for the rest of the series. Unless there's a really widespread stereotype with a certain misc, I think I'm just gonna stick with hats for the most part. At least that way the name of the series will be accurate. Anyway, this is the same deal as last time. I'm gonna go down the loadout screen and
fellow soldiers or demos
seriously?
Who are also
The have Zatoichi
hit.
Heals on kill damages when you put it away, and insta kills fellow soldiers or demos who are also carrying it on successful hit. Seriously? What the fuck? That's crazy.
Do pyro next. So if there's a certain hat you want to see me talk about, please let me know. I know I don't respond to comments as much as I should, but I do see them. So yeah, don't be shy. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm looking at my script and I don't see anything else, so yeah. See ya.
That was a fun one. I like that one. I didn't know Soldier was the one that was the most played among all the characters in the game. I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was gonna be Scout. But that's a lot more interesting to know. And also the like, again, like people who overreact for joke videos like this and are always gonna be serious about it, you fucking lose.
Community creator.
I once met a soldier whose name is Lord Coxswain. He used the cow mangler and the bison, and the disciplinary action. He had 3 blind hat eat laser, and bison is bad, you say? And now you're a pile of ash, and no, my precious laser gun. What a waste. He was really good. That's fucking funny. Lord Coxswain is crazy. Complains about negative stereotypes that often they're the ones who the reasons the stereotypes exist. I noticed it. That's funny. Be the exception. That's fucking funny. I think people who take the stereotypes a little too seriously are a bunch of losers. I'm gonna be 100% with you. He's obviously he's not gonna say it because obviously like you want to be a nice person. I've already kind of made my peace with like fucking being a dick to certain people who I don't like and being nice to the people who I do like. Kind of how it is when it comes to these kind of things. But yeah, no, like they're fun. They're jokes. I like the jokes. I like the jokes. If you don't like the jokes, then it just fucking sucks for you. Maybe grow a humorous. That's a bone. But yeah, no. Anyways, thank you very much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. A fucking 24-minute video out of a fucking 6-minute video. Man, I must be on a roll. Thank you very much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want more Yuffie content, you can go into the links below. I have a Patreon, Pixiv, Webtoons, and Tapas that you can take a look at. I have a comic that you can in Patreon's there if you want to support me and my ventures of hiring more artists and or giving more money to my main artists to make more content for my stuff. You know, like my comics, I pay him a lot of money to make my comics so I can continue on putting more stuff out there. Actually, the next couple pages are going to be coming in soon, actually, and hopefully I'll have enough money to pay for next load of comics. Actually, speaking of which, I might need to fucking I sent him the next ones, and I think I need to draw the next ones coming up. I should be doing that soon. But yeah, thank you very much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah! Love you all. Bye, everybody.